Hey guys, what's going on? Today we got a different type of video on this channel. We're going to be going over the upcoming cards in December, their spotlight caches, and just the cards' overall value and if it's worth you spending your hard-earned spotlight keys and tokens on. And without further ado, let's get into next week. It is the week of Blob, and Blob is a new Series 5 card who is a 6-cost 4-power with the on reveal. Merge your deck into this and gain its total power. Ongoing, can't be moved. And for those of you out there that are not fans of Darkhawk, this is the card that you have been waiting for. He is a hard counter to Darkhawk because there will be no cards in your deck at all at the end of the game if you're playing the Blob on turn 6. So if you're a later game player, that alone I think makes this card worth getting, whether that's going to be you using your cache keys or your tokens. We'll get into that. It seems like Blob's best home is probably going to be in Thanos list. Obviously, those decks are increasing deck size immediately, which just bodes well for the Blob. It provides power at the end of the game, and one of Thanos' hard counters is Darkhawk, and this card absolutely counters Darkhawk, so you're going to be able to play these greedier, bigger deck list, Thanos list, and have much less fear in you with Blob in your deck. The other probably top tier deck that is going to be lined up for Blob is going to be a larger minion deck. I personally don't think it's going to work well with Hela because there are situations in which you discard or lockjaw and pull him out earlier, and you're just not going to have a deck and you're going to lose the game. So he's maybe going to fit more in almost a Shuri list that has Sauron in it with your Red Skull and your Lizards of the world. So the Spotlight cache that is having the Blob featured in it is also including the Living Tribunal and Ravonna Renslayer. Personally, I believe this cache value is not the greatest. Ravonna Renslayer has been buffed, so if you didn't get her in the first pickup, this may be one that you want to use your keys on and get her. And Tribunal can be niche and good in maybe a Hela deck or a Onslaught Iron Man list, and if you want to give it a try, maybe there's value there. But personally, I would give the Spotlight cache a 3 out of 5 overall. But I would give the Blob himself a 4 out of 5, and if you're just looking and you have extra tokens, maybe you use your tokens on him and wait for a later week to use your Spotlight keys. And moving on to the week of the 19th, the new card being released is Havok, who is Series 4. He's 2 cost, 0 power, and he reads, after each turn, you lose 2 max energy, and this gains +4 power. At first glance, this is just not a good card probably, but that being said, there is a chance that this card has the most boom or bust potential of all the new cards coming out in December. It would work very well in a disruption deck with a Viper per se. If you can get Havok over onto the opponent's side early into the game, you can cause havoc by taking away their power that they're not accounting for. And the other deck that you'll probably see Havok being played in is an Electro Ramp style deck, because the Electro helps counter the power situation a little bit. The other cards in the Spotlight cache being featured with Havok are Nico Minoru and Legion. So with those 2 cards being available, I would put this cache probably at around a 3 out of 5 as well, same as the previous cache. If you didn't get Nico, she is very strong, so maybe you want to go ahead and pull the trigger and spend your keys. Legion is also very good as well. He's slept on. He can win you games on turn 5 by just eliminating any gameplay on turn 6. So there is some value in this cache, but I would say probably not the cache you want to be spending your keys on this month unless you're really interested in playing around with Havok and seeing what he can do. And personally, I would get Havok an overall score out of a 5 of 3. He has the potential to be a 5, he also has the potential to be a 1. He is a huge boomer bust card in my opinion. And finally, moving on to the week of the 26th, we have Selene, who is a Series 5 card. She's a 1 cost, -1 power, with the on reveal afflict the lowest power card in each player's hand with -3 power. She's probably a one cost that the Annihilus list have been looking for, so if you're a huge Annihilus fan, you're absolutely going to be grabbing her. She is also going to fit very well into Luke Cage decks as well. Honestly, she just seems like a pretty powerful one-drop, so she is a high-level pickup. I'd probably put her at a 4 out of 5. And the Spotlight cache that Selene is featured in is also including Iron Lad and the Black Knight. And personally, this is the best Spotlight of the entire month for me. I would probably put it at almost a 5 out of 5. There is so much value in this for all 3 cards. If you don't have Iron Lad, he is such a powerful on reveal. He's got a good stats for 4/6. He alone probably makes the cache. And the Black Knight being recently buffed, his Ebony Blade can no longer have its power lowered or destroyed. He is immensely valuable now and adds a lot to the discard archetype. And Iron Lad and Black Knight, both being Pool 5, Series 5 cards, this is an extremely valuable cache. So overall, this is, if you're going to spend keys, I believe this is the one to do it on in the month of December. Or if you just want to buy Selene with tokens, you can also do that as well. Every part of it is valuable. So overall, I would say this is a great month of new cards. Personally, I will be picking up all of them, and I'll be putting out videos testing them all out for you, especially the Blob. I'm looking forward to the Blob. He's going to be very fun, and I'm not the biggest fan of Darkhawk going against Darkhawk decks all the time, so I can't wait to counter them on turn 6 and throw the Blob down and suck up my whole deck. So guys, let me know what you are looking forward to this month and which caches you think are worth it and which are not. Thanks for watching the video, guys. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you on the next one.